Unveiling the Dreadful Dursley Drama by Rita Skeeter. From Dave Dreams of Fantasy Worlds by Lynn and Dave. Headline: The Boy Who Lived, Unveiling the Dreadful Dursley Drama by Rita Skeeter, Special Correspondent for the Daily Prophet. A most peculiar night on Privet Drive. Dearest readers, I must begin this tale with an evening shrouded in mystery and magic, one that unfolded on the frightfully ordinary Privet Drive. Imagine, if you will, a neighborhood so devoid of personality that even gnomes would yawn. But on this fateful night the very fabric of our world shifted. As my sources reveal, Albus Dumbledore, yes, that Dumbledore, famous for his questionable fashion choices and cryptic wisdom, was spotted loitering under a street lamp, fiddling with what appeared to be a silver cigarette lighter. Oh, pardon me, it was apparently called a put-outer, strange name for a strange object, wouldn't you agree? Soon after, a tabby cat transformed into none other than Professor Minerva McGonagall. So I say she had been lurking, yes, lurking on a wall all day, observing the Dursley family, a most peculiar and profoundly unmagical lot. McGonagall and Dumbledore whispered gravely about the recent fall of he who must not be named, though one must wonder if they could have chosen a more secure location than a suburban street to discuss such monumental news. And then came the pièce de résistance. A half-giant named Rubeus Hagrid roared into view on a flying motorbike, carrying none other than the Boy Who Lived himself, little Harry Potter. He was left, of all places, on the doorstep of his Muggle relatives, the Dursleys. Yes, readers, the savior of the wizarding world was abandoned like a newspaper subscription no one wanted. Shocking, scandalous. One must question Dumbledore's judgment here, truly. Chapter 2. The Rise of Harry Potter, 11 years of Dursley doldrums. Fast forward to the present, and little Harry Potter, now a scrawny 11-year-old, has been subjected to unspeakable indignities by his relatives. Vernon Dursley, a man whose mustache is as unruly as his temper, and his wife Petunia, a woman with the personality of a damp dishcloth, have raised Harry in conditions no better than those of a house elf. And by house I mean a cupboard under the stairs. Meanwhile, their own son Dudley has grown into a spoiled, doughy tyrant who terrorizes his cousin with the enthusiasm of a Hungarian horntail. The Dursleys, dear readers, are the kind of muggles who believe wizards are a stain on polite society. Oh, how ironic, considering they themselves seem to be society's most tedious blot. Recently, on Dudley's birthday, Harry was dragged along to a zoo where, brace yourselves, he inadvertently talked to a snake. My sources confirm that this was Harry's first display of accidental magic, which naturally sent the Dursleys into a tizzy. Petunia reportedly shrieked about her freakish sister, while Vernon turned so purple he resembled an overripe plum. The most shocking part, the snake thanked Harry before slithering away. Even reptiles appreciate the Boy Who Lived more than his own relatives. Chapter 3. The Great Letter Scandal. A Dursley Downfall. Now we come to the most thrilling development, the mysterious letters. One fine day, Harry received a peculiar envelope addressed to the cupboard under the stairs. This, of course, sent Vernon into a tailspin. Imagine, dear readers, a grown man frothing at the mouth over a mere piece of parchment. But it didn't stop there. Letters began arriving in droves, defying all attempts to block them. Taped mail slots, useless. Burned letters, they multiplied. Moved houses, the letters followed. It was as though the correspondence had a life of its own, which in hindsight isn't far from the truth. Vernon, driven mad by this postal assault, dragged his family to the ends of the earth, culminating in a ramshackle hut on a rock in the middle of the sea. Desperate times, desperate measures, indeed. But the true spectacle came at midnight when a certain half-giant burst through the door, or rather through the entire wall. Rubeus Hagrid, Hogwarts gamekeeper and occasional umbrella enthusiast, personally delivered Harry's long-awaited letter. One can only imagine Vernon's horror when Hagrid announced that Harry was, in fact, a wizard, and not just any wizard, but one destined for greatness. In the ensuing chaos, Hagrid gifted Harry a cake, revealed secrets about his tragic past, and even gave Dudley a pig's tail for good measure. A decision I, for one, fully support. And thus the Boy Who Lived began his journey into the magical world, a world that, as always, is far more interesting than anything happening in the Dursley household. Closing note, dear readers. This tale is only beginning, but rest assured Rita Skeeter will be here to uncover every twist, turn, and scandal along the way. Keep your quick quotes quills at the ready. You won't want to miss a single juicy detail. This rewrite captures Rita's nosy, sensationalized reporting style and blends it with the humor and drama of the first 3 chapters.